I am here, ladies and gentlemen, in the spiritual room with Kira A. Winters, and we are having a spiritual conversation. So, you have been 2 months into your shadow work sister circle.
Yep.
And 2 months into your shadow work sister circle, a lot of women are learning a lot about their shadow side. What is the shadows?
The shadows are a part of yourself that you do not want to acknowledge. A part of yourself that you are not proud of. And it's a part of yourself that you have pushed in your subconscious, or you have repressed in your mind that you do not even want to think about. It could be things that happened to you in your past when you was a kid, or even when you was a teenager, or even an adult. It could be things that was traumatizing to you, that happened to you, that you just don't want to acknowledge or talk about. So you put those things in a place that you don't want to think about, that you don't want to look at, and that you don't acknowledge. So an analogy I use is putting something that you don't use all the time in the basement or the garage, like some Christmas decorations or whatever. You only take those out when you need them. You go the whole year without worrying about Christmas lights, but when it's time to use them, you'll go and dig them out. So that's kind of like what your shadows are. You only think about it if you absolutely have to, and otherwise you don't pay them any attention. But your shadows are always with you because your shadows are a part of you.
So when you say shadow work, why is that important? Like, why should someone go into that shadowy place and dig up these unpleasant energies and emotions? What's the purpose of addressing these unpleasant emotions?
Because a lot of people wonder why they keep attracting certain type of mates or friends or relationships, or they're wondering why they have certain diseases or mental issues. It can be because of things that's in your shadows that's subconsciously blocking you from achieving certain goals, or living a life that you want to have, or having a relationship, the kind of relationship that you want to have, because of the shadows that you have that, like I said, it may be blocking you from achieving those things. So it's important to look in those shadows and acknowledge what they are, so you could go ahead and start the healing process to move past some of the obstacles that may be blocking you to live the life or achieve the goals or have the relationship or friendships or jobs that you want in your life.
What about triggers? Is shadows responsible for triggers?
It can be. Like, for example, if something happened to you in your past, maybe you got bullied in school or whatever, and you become an adult and you may have bullying in the workplace. It could remind you of how classmates treated you when you were in the 6th grade, and you may be like 40 years old. You could be going through racism or workplace discrimination because of whatever they have going on, and it could trigger you because it could bring back memories of some of the things that you went through when you were in school.
So you're coming up on your 3rd shadow work, which will be when?
I'm teetering between April 21st and April 28th, because normally I do it during the full moon, but the full moon is like the 3rd week in April, so I don't know which week I'm doing it yet.
So if people want to, women in particular, because this is a shadow work sister circle, if they want to sign up, where can they go?
You all can visit my website, ancestrallyrootedapothecary.com, and you could purchase your ticket there.
All right. Signing off from the Spiritual Room with Kira A. Winters. We'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.